This is an elimination game, Matt, for Oklahoma. If they lose this game to Alabama on Saturday, they're done. I don't see a way they get back in with their remaining schedule of Missouri and LSU. So this is an enormous game for Oklahoma. Alabama, very tested this year. If you look at Jeff Sager and the numbers, they are the only team in the country, Matt, with 5 wins over top 50 teams in his top 30. So you've got Alabama taking on Oklahoma, and this has been a number that's gone in on the underdog a little bit here, Matt. You know, we had Brad Powers on VSiN Primetime earlier this week. The number had gone off of 7 on Tuesday. He still liked Oklahoma. Total 46 in this one. We'll call it 6 in favor of the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I mean, this is another one where the home favorite looks cheap in Tuscaloosa, but I don't think I'm going to bite on this one. Alabama offense could be turned into a one-dimensional operation. I know when Jam Miller came back, there was a lot of optimism to have. All right, Jam's back. Tide's going to be able to move the ball on the ground. Tim, he's averaged 3.6 yards per carry, and this Tide offense has averaged 3.5 a carry. They just can't move the ball. Against Brent Venables, that's dangerous because Venables is one of the, he's not a great head coach, but he's really good at scheming defenses. And remember what he did last year to Alabama's offense in Norman. And that Jalen Milroe-led offense was lost in that game. This Alabama offense inability to run the ball is going to be a problem. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Ty Simpson. He's been great, 67% completions, 21 touchdowns, 1 pick. But I think this Oklahoma defense is going to be a problem. And that's why I wouldn't be surprised if this is a tight game that goes down to the wire. And, Tim, when you really look at Alabama and some of these tight games, I thought that the Vandy game was a lot closer than 30-14. A couple of red zone turnovers in that one. Missouri, 27-24 on the road. South Carolina, 29-22. Tied a bit lucky against South Carolina, too. How about the LSU game last week? You talk about ugly. That LSU team doesn't have much going for it right now, and the Tide put up 20 points. So, as the week's gone on here, I've started to warm up to the Oklahoma side getting the points a little bit. I think Alabama's going to win this game by a field goal if I had to call it right now.
Yeah, just left off my card was Oklahoma. We had Wes Reynolds on the podcast yesterday. He liked Oklahoma here in this spot as well. So, look, you've had some sharp guys come in on it. I mentioned Brad Powers. He was on our show, and he was talking about how you look at this Alabama team, maybe a bit fortunate. You look at some of the Bill Conley numbers. He projects via his post-game win expectancy, this team more around 6 wins as opposed to 8. So you look at some of, the advanced numbers on this Alabama team. And I think the point you made, Matt, is really fair about Alabama's run offense. How about these numbers? 120th in the nation in rushing offense, 120th in yards per carry. And when you look at opponent adjusted numbers that Brett Ciancia puts out each week in his Pick 6 previews, they're 47th out of 68 Power 4 teams in rushing offense per play, Matt. So they are a bit one-dimensional. That's why I would kind of lean towards Oklahoma here. Also, the desperation factor. Alabama's in decent shape to make the playoff. Oklahoma has to win this game, and if they lose, they're done, as they've already got 2 losses to their ledger. So I think this is going to be a fascinating game to watch, 3:30 Eastern on ABC. A lean towards Oklahoma for both of us, but not an official play by either one of us.